Aloha and welcome to Showcase Hawaii, Hawaii's only home shopping show. I'm Wayne Nunez.
And I'm Lori Nunez.
Now, we brought this super popular bracelet back, but we brought it back not only in the gold-plated, but in the silver-plated. It's our 6mm Hawaiian Scroll Bracelet. It's an heirloom bracelet, so you can pass it on, and it's beautiful. This is a super popular size.
I love this heritage design, and the 6mm is such a popular size, and really it's perfect for any age.
It is perfect.
And a great price when you want to buy two, keep one for yourself, and gift one to someone else. The 6mm just seems to be a really popular size. It's just great for those of you who just want a thinner bracelet. We did have even 4mm, but this is right in between. And it looks good.
And I think that you're really going to love this because, as Lori said, we hadn't featured before. It's our heritage design. The great thing about it, it has plumerias on it, but it also has that beautiful scroll work of those kind of wave-like engravings going through it. You can see on the screen that it is a cutout design, and a cutout design is a design where it doesn't have a straight edge. It actually has an edge that undulates and goes around and up and down.
It's as though you were cutting around the leaves and the flower petals, so you're giving it that shape.
Now, you can see on screen, it's about a little over a quarter inch. Now, we're having a special. So we're having a buy two special on these. These are a great price as is. If you have a bunch of people that you need to get it for, I suggest getting it at this price because I don't think it's going to be this price in the new year. In fact, I know it's not. And you certainly are getting a better deal if you get the two.
Now, I want to go over again the sizing. Some of you will measure here, but that's not the bracelet size. That's your wrist size. You want to measure here
because you have to get it over your knuckles.
Up and over your knuckles, and don't forget to include your thumb knuckle. So just measure the widest part. Don't make a fist because it'll be too wide. Just point your fingers as though you were going to put the bracelet on and measure your widest part if you don't know your size. Some of you have a lot of jewelry and you know exactly what size you need, and you can just give us a call or order online. You're going to love this Hawaiian Scroll Bracelet.
Now, I want to point out the sizing part. Now, I have larger hands, but my wrist isn't as large, obviously, as my hands. So even when I'm trying to measure myself with bracelets, I realize that you have to get it over those knuckles. Some people have larger knuckles, some people have larger hands. We've had people that are on the larger size that have tiny hands and tiny wrists. So it really doesn't matter what size you are. It's mainly that getting it around the knuckles and getting it over. Now, I will say, because a lot of people ask, what typically do people usually order? And that's a size, well,
8.
8, exactly.
8 is one of the most popular sizes. And then, so if you're gonna guess, then 8 is a good guess.
Now, if you think maybe they have a little bit of a larger hand, or maybe they have arthritis, and they don't want to squeeze their hand to get it over, so I would go at 8.5 or possibly a 9.
Right.
If you have somebody cakey size or somebody very petite, my daughter. And actually, Lori, you're petite.
Not always, just depends.
So today she happens to be petite. And this is a 7.5 she's wearing. But her knuckles are a little bloody, you could notice, because she had to get it over their knuckle. No, she actually used a plastic bag trick. But she does, Lori does, you fit a 7.5.
I can wear 7.5 or 8, so it's really up to you what you prefer. But you can't go wrong, and at this great price, and we are having a buy two special. So you can get two if you want, and then you can wear both. A lot of people love wearing two bracelets, or you can gift one. And it's funny because we have a lot of people who tell us that they'll be wearing an item and someone will want it. Usually it's a family member, but sometimes it could even be a friend. And they'll just take it right off and gift it to them.
That's right then.
It's so generous.
It feels very special when you do something like this. When you have that buy two special, you feel like, there's a little wiggle room for one to keep for myself and to give out if I have to. Lori likes to wear two at the same time. Actually, Lori likes to wear more than two at the same time. And I tell her to wear more than two at the same time because then I could hear her going from room to room. It's kind of like the cat with the little bell around its neck.
Oh, yeah,
I always know where she is, so she can never sneak up behind me.
Okay, I'm not the only one. When we're out and about, I see a lot of women stacking, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, 7 because the 7-day bracelet.
Yes, we have had people buy 7 for themselves, which, hey, go for it, treat yourself. I'm always telling women when they buy for themselves, I am so happy to hear it. You deserve it. Treat yourself. Because a lot of times, and I will just say, we're giving, thinking about others first. So that's why I like the buy two special, because you can always gift one and keep one. Or you can give more than one to one person if you like, but why not give 2 gifts?
Yes, be selfish this Christmas. Not selfish. Do self-care this Christmas. Right. Now, if you need help, give us a call at 888-965-7467.
Or 808-892-3337.
We can walk you through that whole measuring process. We can walk you through how wide it is, or maybe you might want a little wider one. We have those too. And we could tell you all about the design. We could even tell you about the history of the scroll work. We had this in stock, or we featured this a couple months ago, and we couldn't keep it in stock, I should say. We had it in stock because we couldn't keep it in stock.
It's a favorite.
It is.
It's constantly getting back ordered because we think we have enough, and then it just goes out the door super fast. I think that people love the size, they love the design, and it's for young and old, and I find a lot of men really like this style.
Well, when I featured it, or when we brought it on the show, I didn't realize it would be as popular as it is, and we just couldn't keep them in stock. So
maybe it just looks so good on you.
That's right. Everybody was like, whoa, I'm going to get that. No, I think it's because we've never featured a honu in gold like this. Mm-hmm. And we're including the 18-karat gold-filled rope chain. Mm-hmm. And it's an 18-inch rope chain also. Gold-filled. Mm-hmm. So I think people like those were 2 big bonuses.
Yes, but look how good it makes the chain look too.
Yeah, it's just it doesn't take away from the chain, and then the chain doesn't take away from the charm. And it's just small enough you could tuck it in your shirt.
Yes.
And it's just a nice reminder that you have your little amakua tucked into your shirt.
True.
And it just stays there, which I really love about it.
So I think it's a lot of that. It's bundled into one because people love the honu and they love the meaning and symbolism behind it. And, then they just love the way it looks. And then it being gold plated along with the gold-filled rope chain, it just really complements and looks great.
No, you want to give a gift that, well, guys are hard to get gifts for. Mm-hmm. So you want to get a gift that they're going to wear. Mm-hmm. And one that looks good on them. Mm-hmm. And I think this ticks all the boxes. And with always birthdays, holidays, different things coming up, you want to make sure that you have something on hand that's ready to give. And this is great. We also are including in the gift box too, so which is nice.
And it always makes me happy when people treat themselves, especially during this time of year. We're worrying about everyone, thinking about everyone else, and so it's nice when you can stop and just say, I think I would really like this. I would really enjoy wearing this. And I always look at the new year and the new beginnings as really the time for treating yourself well.
Well, I think that's the hardest part. We never treat ourselves well, and I think that we treat everybody, put everybody else first. So I think putting yourself first every once in a while is a good thing mentally.
Always put yourself first.
Yes, exactly. Well, you gotta make sure that, you take care of everybody, but you are most important, because you can't take care of everybody if you're not doing well.
Right. I did have a lot of people call and say that they were running around so much that they are just getting around to doing gifts. And I always say, I don't think anybody is not happy to receive a gift anytime.
It's almost like, when you get a gift that's late,
right?
You kind of think,
you treasure it.
No, you think they didn't forget about me. They were thinking about me, because sometimes you think, they forgot about me or whatnot.
Sometimes when I send something late, I feel like, now my gift stands out a little bit more, because, if they have this huge pile and they're digging through it and putting the pile to the side, yours is just one of many. But when it arrives on its own, it's like, oh, neat, how nice. And you're a little more focused on it, I guess. But so many people were saying, hey, every day is Christmas in my house, right? And I said, I am totally on board with that, because you're always just thinking of each other, gifting to each other in so many different ways. And so it doesn't matter when you gift.
Right. If you need something, then you get it.
I mean, yeah.
Well, the other thing is, we have people that are shopping now for Christmas of next year.
Those are the super efficient. I know, that's amazing.
Well, they've said, I don't want it to sell out.
So we have a lot of customers who have been with us from the beginning, right?
We've been
around for 15 years. And this one customer in particular, she's in her late 80s. And I was just so impressed, right? Because she was so thoughtful, and she set out to get gifts for all these different people in her family, all the different families, not just families, but friends.
Well, 80 is like the new 60.
But I mean,
it is. I
was going to say, I don't know if I'm that sharp, but it's like she had their addresses. Yeah. She knew all the kids' names. She was designating what thing is for which person, how to sign off her note, which was different to each person. And she just would, share a little tidbit about everybody in the family. I mean, I just thought, it's just so impressive. But see, she's a nice person, and that's why she's living this long, good life, I think. She's spreading joy through the universe.
Hey, did that sound like that was aimed to me? I have to point out, when you said that, though, a lot of people are first-time viewers, so they don't realize. So when you call in and we take your order, one of our staff takes your order, we are there for you. We're full service. Right. So if you need to send the order into or if you order 2 different or 3 different things, and you need to send them to different areas, to different addresses, we're here to help you do that. Right. Also, Lori mentioned that our customer had a special message for each person that she ordered for. So we're happy to transcribe that message or put that message into each one of those mailings or those boxes for your recipient. The other thing is, we don't include an invoice. We only include a packing slip and a message.
I know we get messages or text messages or phone calls, people worried, oh no, are you going to put the price inside or the receipt? And if we know it's a gift,
we won't do that.
Yeah, right. We just put in a note from you, and then they're so happy and so surprised and love receiving gifts.
But
who doesn't?
We're full service. So that's when you tell stories like that, I have to point out that most places would be, oh, we only send it to one address. Oh, we don't include the note because it's automatically generated. You get all these types of excuses, but with Showcase Hawaii, we try and personalize the experience, not only for you, but for your recipient of the gift that you're giving. And we try and make it a pleasant experience too at the same time. So I'm glad you got to see how sharp she was. Because like I said, 80 is the new 60.
That's right.
Maybe it's the new 50. Let's even drop it down. But I play pickleball with people in the 80s.
I know.
And they are on it. They are on it. They beat me several times.
It's inspiring.
It's very
I love
inspiring.
It. Yes.
I also want to point out that this chain has a lobster claw clasp. A lot of people have trouble putting on their necklaces.
Yes.
And having a lobster claw clasp is a lot easier because it's a little bigger. So you're able to feel it a little more, and then you could put it on. That's what I really like about this.
I know.
Particular
Some
item.
people say they have arthritis. Other people say they work with their hands a lot, so it's a little harder for them to work with small things. And then,
well, I have big fingers.
I was just going to say, some people say they have big fingers.
Yeah, so when I'm trying to do very tiny things with them or handling tiny things, it's very hard to, get my fingers wrapped around what I need to do. But I think you're going to have no problem putting this on too.
Right.
This is perfect for a man or a woman. Did we talk about that? Or keiki?
Well, yes. And the thing is, it was very interesting to see how many men were purchasing it for themselves.
Well, we've been getting a lot of men buying on Showcase Hawaii.
I like to see that.
The guys don't like to shop.
Right.
I'm with them there. I don't like going out and shopping.
Right.
So if I could do it in the comfort of my own home and not have to worry about anything and have it shipped to me, that's the way I'm going to do it.
Right. Now, I've been having a lot of conversations with customers about the cost of living in Hawaii in particular.
It's crazy.
Yes. And just how it's harder and harder for each generation to afford their own homes, much less, any of the extras. So, you have a lot of multi-generational homes, right? And it was funny because she was saying, okay, I can't have any more people live in this house because I'm going to have high blood pressure. But at the same time, she was joking, but at the same time she was saying how nice it is to have your grandchildren, your children near and with you and be able to spend time together and all that. And she was then also talking about how nice it is to be able to give them gifts. And many, many, many of you have called and texted, emailed to let us know how much you appreciate that we're able to afford, offer you these affordable items, just such great prices, and that you're always just so blown away by the high quality and how beautiful these pieces are. And that's what makes us very happy. I think we feel really good about that.
I think so. And it's exhausting going out and looking for something. And then once you do find it, wondering about the quality, wondering about, what it's going to be like when you get it home. And then going back and sometimes, hey, that store closed down.
Right.
So we've been around for a while, and we curate our collection that you see on TV that you're watching right now based on what people have requested, what people have bought in the past.
Right. That's what I think is neat.
Right.
We get to share that feedback.
Right.
And it's a different kind of, I guess it's like the coconut wireless because, it's just everybody talking to everybody. And people will tell us, oh, I told my neighbor, or I told my friend, or I told my relative, where I got it, or that if they haven't seen your show yet, they should log on or watch the show. And I think it's especially neat to see it grow and expand to where we are seen across the country, and to get phone calls, emails, texts from other states, and people watching from, just everywhere.
I like that.
Right? North Coast, East Coast, everything in the middle. Oh, wait, did I say West Coast? I meant West Coast, East Coast, North and South.
There's a North Coast, I think. Yeah, up north.
Anyway, you know what I mean. Oh,
it is nice to talk to people all around, but instantly, when we get people calling from the colder states, Michigan, Iowa.
Right. Sometimes you'll like tease them and say, oh, yeah, it's so
chilly
cold.
72 degrees here. And they're going, it's about 32
I'm wearing
here.
socks and my, hoodie jacket, and everybody they're just laughing because they're freezing.
Well, it's an easy process to order. And if you're somewhere in the Midwest, give us a call. 888-965-7467 or
our local number 808-892-3337. Looking for Hawaii-inspired items at affordable prices? Watch Showcase Hawaii at 6:30 a.m., 3 p.m., and 12:30 a.m. every day on Spectrum Channel 1016.
Well, here's a look at all the wonderful things that we're featuring for this month.
Our beautiful Hawaiian Scroll Koa reversible fish hook.
This is going to fly out. Yeah. I have a feeling this is going to fly out.
You know too.
Well, we featured the gold several months back.
Sold out.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
But we got a lot of requests for silver. Mm-hmm. So this is silver plated over brass, which makes it durable and affordable. And it's Big Island koa wood inlaid into this beautiful piece. It's a really nice size.
Well, it's reversible too, and you can see there on the back it has that Hawaiian scroll design. It's a heritage design. It is, as I said, reversible, so you can wear it on this side or the koa side, and it's just a stunning piece. Now, we're including a 24-inch 6mm Cuban link chain. It's a beautiful chain, very heavy, very solid.
Right.
People were asking for a heavy, sturdy, solid chain to go with this, and it pairs beautifully on either the koa side or the reversible side.
Right. I mean, it's a great deal at this price. We are really trying to offer you some special items for the holidays, and a 24-inch chain. We get a lot of requests for longer chains, so this is a really special piece in itself, just the pendant, but now you add that beautiful chain.
Now, what I like about having a longer chain is you could wear it inside your shirt or outside your shirt,
yes.
and it looks excellent either way.
Right.
And this is stunning when the light hits it. You could see all the variations in the grain of the koa.
Yes.
And as you said, it comes from the Big Island, so every piece is unique. When you're wearing it, it hits the light in a different way, so it kind of glows depending on how the light is coming in and which angle it's hitting that wood at.
Now, our Uli Uli Lapis CZ quilt power collection. Oh my gosh.
It's a mouthful, and it should be because it's beautiful. But there's so much going on.
Look at that mother of pearl, which is also known as abalone shell, but it's very dimensional with a lot of different color tones as the light hits it. And then that cutout design is stunning.
Now, we're offering either the pendant, as you could see there on screen, or the earrings. Either or. Now, if you just want the pendant, it's $74.99. It includes the chain. Or if you just want the pair of earrings, it's $74.99. Now, let's say you want to buy the whole set. We're having a special buy two at $140. Yeah, and that's an excellent price.
That's an excellent price. And usually earrings actually cost more.
Oh, yes,
than the pendant. So that is really, really special. And I can just think of so many people who would love wearing this, and that rich color of the lapis is just so beautiful. It just sets off.
It does.
Kind of, you can see the different pinks, blues, greens kind of coming through that mother of pearl, which then highlights back with the lapis.
Now that's 0.925 sterling silver under that gold plating. We also have those pave stones, cubic zirconia, set all the way around the mother of pearl and the lapis. But you could see it's a leaf motif of quilt design, and it just really reflects the light beautifully depending on how it's moving.
And really nice details with those CZs all around. And the main part of the earring dangles independently, so there's movement.
Now, if you like movement, you're going to love these Jade Kawai Eternity CZ dangle earrings. we haven't featured these before. If you had our jade pieces in the past,
Yes.
this will match perfectly. Or a lot of people collect jade, so
Right.
this will match with their jade collection.
Yes, definitely. You have to put together a collection if you don't have one already. I really like this style. It's so on trend. Everyone is asking for these longer dangles and they move with you. So you've got the CZ at the top and then you have the chain coming down. It's about a 2-inch drop from where it enters your pierced ears. And it looks really good. A lot of people aren't sure about, can I wear this? But yes, you can. It looks really nice. And these little details, right? You've got the CZ going in a circle all the way around. The hoop of the po'ai. The po'ai is a circle, right? Mm-hmm. And so that brings a lot of good luck to people. They believe in it being a symbol of eternity, long life, good luck, and along with having a jade piece.
Yes, it's this whole thing is lucky. Now, not only that, you have two, so
Yes,
it's like double luck. But you can see how they dangle independently. Now, you were wearing these, and you said it was very light.
Yes.
It didn't feel heavy on your ear.
Not at all.
And I think a lot of people are concerned about that. But Lori tests these out herself, and she's the one to either approve or disapprove. If it doesn't go through her approval process, we don't feature it. And these scored high on that. You could see the drop is about 2 inches. And these are going to vary in color.
Now, our Koa Hawaiian Scroll Open Cuff, this is our exclusive design. And it really culminated over many years of listening to all of you and what you wanted.
It did.
So we've got this beautiful koa inlaid in the center, surrounded on either side by this beautiful Hawaiian scroll work.
It was very difficult to design this because that delicate Hawaiian scroll work only had about 2 to 3 millimeters we had to work with.
Right.
And then we didn't want to take away from the koa wood. So we made sure we had that nice balance of the Hawaiian scroll on the top and the bottom. That open cuff design allows for both men and women to wear it. And it doesn't matter what size wrist you are because you can open it up and it will stay on your wrist without falling off, or you can squeeze it and it will stay on your wrist. We have a lot of people wearing these as couples, and they go kind of matchy-matchy.
Well, we always say jewelry has no gender, and so I love this piece because anyone can wear it. And I personally love that I can open it by pulling gently like you just described, putting it over my wrist, and then squeezing it to fit more tightly if I want.
Well, we hope you're able to get in on one of these great deals today.
The ordering process is so fast and so easy, so log on to showcasehawaii.tv.
Happy holidays.
Bye for now.